What's you tots?
Welcome to Post-Match Shouts, the podcast.
Oh, f***ing hellfire. Hello, I'm Bertie B. This is Post-Match Shouts, and this week Croatian boy witch and professional Gael Platt lookalike Luka Modric scored undoubtedly his greatest goal ever for Real Madrid. Chesting down a headed clearance, he arrowed a 30-yard half-volley screamer right into the top bin. Sublime technique from the 39-year-old, a fitting swan song in his final season. But wait, football's premier nosy neighbour Fabrizio Romano has claimed the wee man will sign a contract extension in the coming weeks, extending his terms until 2026 and his ultimate sign-off, a fifth World Cup appearance for Croatia. Incredible player, unreal longevity, well done Gael. Hope you get the send-off from the cobbles your career deserves. Coming up on the pod, SALAH, the worst best, Jim Ratcliffe, destroyer of worlds, Harry Kane, KOMMT nach Deutschland.
I feel truly like one of the locals.
WAZZA on the job hunt. Plymouth swerved me, so I'm twiddling me thumbs here. And OLLY, WATO and Johnny John Johns on the player farm.
Such an exciting time to be a villain. Just look at all the talent in the training paddock.
Plus all the Matchday 26's action. Aren't I good to you, eh? This is Post-Match Shouts, the podcast. Strap yourself in and feel the G's. The world and its uncle are raving about Mo Salah at present, and rightly so, with the Egyptian king amassing 52 goal involvements as a Matchday 27. He's nailed on for the Premier League's Player of the Year and in with a very good shout for the Ballon d'Or. However, there are voices of dissent amongst the fauna masses, with some people saying, despite what's looking like a record-shattering season for the fella, that he's not actually very good at all. Is there any truth in this, or is it just a load of jealous bollocks? Let's look into it, shall we? Wastes too many. Profligacy in front of goal has often been a stick used to beat Armo in the press and the opposition stands, and yeah, he's not always been the most clinical throughout his time at Liverpool. However, he still finishes absolute metric fuck tons of chances, so we're really bothered about the ones that don't go in. This season has seen Salah as most lethal, with a goals per 90 minutes ratio of an absurd 0.94, leading Gallic coaching great Arsene Wenger to recently say, "What I love most in his career is he became better and better every year. More clinical, he does less quantity, but he doesn't lose in quality." That shows he's not only a great talent, but as well, a very intelligent player. He knows ball, that man. In Wenger, we trust. Greedy bastard. Salah only cares about his goal involvements, a criticism regularly levelled at him, notably during the Mane years when he'd routinely avoid setting up his fellow winger and take pretty much every chance on himself. Personally, I love this, as I want to see greed, hunger and self-obsession from me forwards. Crack on, Mo. We had Bobby for sharing and caring anyway. Bobby. Hazard's better. I've seen a lot of comparison with Eden Hazard online recently, with many saying Salah wasn't a patch on the lad. Now, I personally think Hazard is the more talented footballer, and no one outside the Lionel Messi moved more gracefully than the wee Belgian in his pomp. But it's quite telling that Hazard himself chimed in on this one, and when asked who was the best, he replied, Mo Salah, by far. Not wrong, is he? Look, I love a baller who can shimmy like Hazard, but I'll stick with the goals and almost decade-long excellence of Mo Salah. So is he currently the best player in the whole wide world? I'd say so, even regardless of the noise and the naysayers. A few awards and trophies would go a long way settling this debate, man. To be honest, it's a real shame he'll never get to prove himself in a proper international tournament. Oh, have I just done a carrot? Oh, carrot, hawk to a spit on that thing. We're in hot water now, baby. Vote Salah.
Hello, yeah, obviously it's me, Harry Kane, and I've been in Munich for 18 months now. Oh, how time flies. And I must say, I feel like a really true blood Municher. Municher? Munchkin. Am I a Munchkin? Well, whatever I am, I feel truly like one of the locals. Steino Carlin, please, Garçon, and make it piss warm. One of my favourite things about living in Munich is all of the sausage. It's literally a land of sausage. Bratwurst, Bockwurst, Currywurst, Jeffhurst. The ball did cross the line, lads. Get over it. And I can't shove another of it into my muskie. You keep your jelly deals, Wolfenstow. Ich bin ein Wurstesser. Now, the only thing that's missing in my life is a trophy. Fortunately, the lads are doing the business. I'm banging them in for fun, and most importantly, Leverkusen have gone right off the boil. Thank Christ for that. It feels like my luck's about to change. Well, that feels ominously significant. Yeah, obviously.
Leicester might have seen Brentford as a chance to sneak a win before their inevitable relegation, but Brentford absolutely battered them here. WAZZA scored the first, nipping behind the static Leicester defence. Mbeumo curled in a Salah-esque second on 27 minutes. Norgard flicked home a front post header for the Bees' third, and Fabio Carvalho finished after a bit of a penalty area scramble minutes before time. United might have fancied averting their current crisis against Everton, but the Toffees had other plans. Beto and Decore scored on 2 with no reply before the half-time whistle. United come back for the draw, however. A clever free kick from Bruno and a nicely controlled half volley from Ugarte spared some blushes in the game. To be honest, I always wish both teams could lose. Bournemouth have got the Champions League in their sights, and Wolves are desperate to stay in the Prem. Wolves took the 3 points on the day though. Zabani getting sent off for the Cherries didn't help like. Cunha ghosted into the box for Wolves on 36 minutes and finished calmly past Kepa to take home 3 incredibly valuable points. Arsenal will have smelled blood after Liverpool's draw to Villa. Who knows what you're getting from West Ham these days? Well, what we got here was an away win. Jared Bowen diving header, always like that lad. Send my love to Danny. Pissed on the Gunners' chips and set Liverpool's fans into raptures. London's politest club met London's best supported club at the Cottage. It was Palace who won comfortably here. Former Eagle Anderson scored Noggy before half-time. Munoz with the shimmy sent Bassey's mum to another dimension, then blasted the winner past Henderson. Game over, 3 points to Palace.
Alright, the fella, is this Donny Mose, yeah? Alright, boss man, it is me, yeah. I'm fucking sound, the fella. How's me queen? She's alright, you know. She's back from the jungle, yeah. She's trying to sell them orange things you stick on your head and box at the minute. JT sold her on it, yeah. The fucking shite, like. You can't trust that JT one, innit? That's why I'm calling, really. As you know, boss man, times are hard and friends are few as well. No, I don't want to be feast, no. Or do I actually? No, I'm being good. I was just wondering if yous have got any work going. Plymouth swerved me, so I'm twiddling me thumbs here. I can drive a scooter, yeah. Like turn an oven on and that. I won't eat none of the scran either. I promise you, the fella. I was thinking about 20 grand a week, plus XCs as well. No? Swerve the XCs then? No. Fair dues, lad. Worth a punt, like. Go ahead. I will have that me feast after all, you know.
Ipswich will have been checking the form book with victory very much in mind against Andrew's boys, but Tottenham blew the own team away here. Brennan Johnson with the double. Congratulations on your engagement, lad. Hutchinson replied 36 minutes in, then Spence and Kulusevski's second half finishes got Spurs back to winning ways, at least for this week anyway. Premier League whipping boys Southampton will have dreaded the South Coast derby, and so they should have, because they got absolutely butt-fucked by Brighton here. João Pedro, Ritter and Matoma love to see this lad back in form, and Hinshelwood scoring 4 without response. There's levels to this shit. Saturday's late night game was a battle of Champions League hopefuls. Fernandes opened the scoring on 9 minutes, but it was the villains who won this one. New signing Asensio scoring a brace, Rashford with a double of assists. New signings, looking boss. A real ding-dong at St James's between Newcastle and Forest. Hudson-Odoi lashing a delicious stride past Pope to start proceedings. Miley, Murphy and an Isak double made it 4 for the tune before the break. Milenkovic and Yates scored to mount a comeback, but all for naught. Newcastle back with a real shot at Champions League football. The past decade's two finest sides clashed at the Etihad this Sunday. Liverpool comfortably blew City away. Mo Salah scored courtesy of a training ground corner routine and an NACH deflection. Dom Szoboszlai sneaked the winner past Edison to make it 2 and game over. Liverpool back on track for the title. City bereft of confidence and inspiration. Get your thinking cap on, Pep. Jim Ratcliffe, I'm not calling him sir, he's not my fucking geography teacher, has overseen another round of redundancies at United this week, creating an alleged culture of fear amongst the remaining staff, with many of them afraid for their jobs. United fans, where are your Norwich scarves? Where's your righteous indignation at your majority shareholders' continued penny pinching at the club? I can't understand why you're not up in arms against Ineos's approach to running the club. The Glazers used to avoid the bollocking when the results were sound. Ratcliffe hasn't even got wins and points propping him up. Why is he currently getting a free pass? Because he's a local boy made good. He's not lived in Manny since he was 10, and the way he's going about the club's corporate restructure, he's clearly not arsed about your people. The Glazers weren't arsed either, but they are what they are. Venture capitalists who leveraged the buyouts using money that wasn't entirely their own as an investment which has paid huge dividends out for them ever since they took the reins, regardless of whether the team fit and firing on the pitch or not. But you get that. They have no skin in the game. They're not local lads done good making out they're trying to recapture the glory days while instigating redundancy after redundancy. Is it just a massive coincidence that Marcus Rashford's form flew straight down the shitter once Ineos started downsizing? A lad who grew up at the club, who has a well-documented social conscience, has probably had long-standing relationships with staff at the club, who've since been given the marching orders. My head would go if I seen the fabric of the institution I represented and loved starting to get pulled apart. It's no surprise his form's taken a massive upturn since leaving for the Villa, is it? Prior to Ratcliffe's arrival, Gary Neville mentioned standards at the club a number of times. Standards slipping, standards a million miles from what he knew during the golden years. Is the owner closing the staff canteen indicative of rising standards? I don't think so. It smacks of penny pinching, of a lack of thought and care towards the people who are the lifeblood of your organisation. It's not really my place as a Liverpool fan to get involved, but I don't want to see United go kaput. Batman needs his Joker, Luke Skywalker is Darth Vader. Ratcliffe is going to drag you into the mire. Get vocal, get yellow and green if you have to, and let that guy know that your club means more.
Oh, Johnny John Johns, it's such an exciting time to be a villain. Just look at all the talent in the training paddock. Top-level internationals. Premier League quality. We've still a few lame nags in the field, but it's a work in progress, Johnny John Johns. Remember when we first got here? The shit we had to work with. Granted, we have Jackie Jacks, marvellous hair, thunderous calves. But remember Connor Hurahan? Free kick accuracy 95, pace 6. Oh, how times have changed. I'm thriving, particularly since we flogged other Johnny John Johns to the Saudis. And you know what? I couldn't do any of it without you, Triple J, doing my donkey work. All guile, graft, and big fat bottom. Oh, what a time to be alive, eh, Johnny Like a ninja, my boy. A chubby Scottish ninja.
How's this week's one for you then, guys and gals? If you liked it, leave a comment. If you didn't, then just fucking leave a comment anywhere else the algo, you know what I mean? If you feel so inclined, like, share, follow, and please sub to YouTube. It costs you nothing, but massively supports the platform. Toodles!